Hello, dear friends. This is a practicing question for civil service examination and other PSC degree level examination. The question is about this island of coast of South America is extremely fortunate having world most concentrated single source of natural manure. This is a rainless desert and island home of millions birds that have entirely on sea fish. The dropping of the seabird have been used for several hundred years as a vulnerable manure for a variety of crops. Which of the following island is being referred to in the above passage? This is the questions about find out the island from the above passage. So this is very important to read the passage completely with clearly. The characteristic of this island is that there is a fortunate in having the world's most concentrated single source of natural manure there. It's an island of coast of South America and is a rainless and a desert island. It's home to millions of birds alive entirely on sea fish. The dropping of the seabirds having been used for several hundred years as a vulnerable manure for a variety of crops. This island is Guiana Island. The answer is Guiana Island. And the Guiana Island location is in the South America is fortunate having possession of large amount of nitrate, rich deposit of nitrate in the desert of Atacama. The nitrate is a very important source of manure and fertilizers. We know that Chile is the largest producer of nitrate. Similarly, Guiana Island is the coast of the Peru. It's extremely fortunate having a world most concentrated single source of natural manure. The rainless and desert island is home to million Guiana birds, million of Guiana birds. These birds is alive entirely on the sea fish. It believed that the consume of nearly 5 million tons of fish in this water every year. The dropping of the seabirds have been used for several hundred years as vulnerable manure for variety crops. Today, there are a great demand for sugarcane and cotton crops. Today, they are great demand. Nitrate is great demand for sugarcane and cotton crops. This is natural manure contain all ingredients of plants food that can be readily assimilated by the plants. Next question. Consider the following statement with respect to Himalayan sorrow. The question is about Himalayan sorrow. And which of the statement given above are the correct? That is the question. The question is find out correct statement. There is three statement here. First statement: Himalayan sorrow is a vulnerable category IUCN mammal. Himalayan sorrow is vulnerable category IUCN mammal. Himalayan sorrow get protections of Schedule 1 under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Recently, it was spotted in a called Desert National Park in Manas National Park and Manas National Park. This Himalayan sorrow is a vulnerable category in IUCN mammals. That is the correct answer. Second, Himalayan sorrow gets in protection of Schedules 1 under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 in India. Recently, it was spotted in a called Desert National Park and Manas National Park. All statements are correct. What is Himalayan sorrow? A biologist described a Himalayan sorrow as resemble a cross between a goat and a donkey and cow and a pig. It is a medium-sized mammal with a large head, thick neck, short limb, a long mule-like ears and a coat of dark hair. The characteristic and the features of this mammal is that a large head. Large head and a thick neck. neck, short limb, long mule-like ears, long, and coat of dark hair, very dark hair. Previously assessed that IUCN assessed that near threatened. The Himalayan sorrow has been categorized vulnerable in the IUCN Red List of threatened species. It is listed under the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which produces absolute protections. Recently, Himalayan sorrow spotted in a Spiti Valley of Himalayan called Desert National Park in December 2020 and March 2021. It was spotted in Manas National Park, Assam. The question is about Himalayan sorrow. Himalayan sorrow is recently spotted in Manas and National Manas and called Reserve National Park. As per the IUCN, it is categorized as vulnerable IUCN mammal, and it is the get complete protection because of the is part of the Schedule 1 of under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. And the biologist described the Himalayan sorrow as resembling a cross between a goat and a donkey, cow and a pig. It is a medium-sized mammal with large head, thick neck and long, short limb, long mule-like ears and coat of dark hairs. Previously, IUCN assessed this as a near threatened. Now, the Himalayan sorrow is now been categorized vulnerable in a IUCN Red List of threatened species. It is listed under the Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which provide an absolute protection. Recently, this Himalayan sorrow is seen in a split valley of Himalayan called Resort National Park in December 2020, and in March 2020 it was spotted in Manas National Park. Next question. Consider the following pairs. The pairs about folk dance and state. The first statement, the question is find out the correctly matched pairs. First question, Charba, Himachal Pradesh, Paika, Odisha, Chumar, Gujarat. Charba is a Himalayan dance, correct. Paika is also Odisha dance, Odisha folk dance, and Jomar is not Gujarat. Jomar is the folk dance of Punjab. So 1 and 2 is the correct statement. So C is the correct option. Jarba is a popular dance of Himachal Pradesh. It's a performing in the Dussehra festival. Paika is another one of the martial folk dance performed in the southern part of Odisha. Paika is a form of long spear. The dancers are armed with a wooden spears and a shield and they show off their skills and agility. Paika is a martial folk dance performed in the southern part of Odisha. Paika is a form of long spear and the dancers are armed with a wooden spear, shield and show off their skills and agility. Next Joma. Joma is not from the Gujarat, it is from the Sikh tribal of Sikh in Gujarat is Punjab is nearby during the harvest season. It is performed in a circle by a professional acrobat. The movement of the arms is most important part on this part and on the tune of drums. Charba is Himachal Pradesh folk dance and Paika is Odisha folk dance and Chumar is Punjab tribal Sikh performing folk dance. Next question with reference to high security registration plate. The question is about high security registration plate HSRP. Consider the following statement above are correct. This is question about find out the correct statement. Here is a three statement. First one, The high security number plate are made of aluminum come with reflective tapes. The high security number plate are made of aluminum and come with reflective tapes. Another one, the plate are tamper proof equipped with chromium based and self-destructive hologram. Third statement, the permanent identification number of a minimum of 10 digit is laser branded on that plate. The all statements are correct. What is HSRP? High definition, high security registration plate. It's an aluminum made plate which is fixed on the vehicle using two reusable lock. It's a chromium based hologram of Ashoka chakra of 20 millimeter to 20 millimeter size is applied by a hot stampering on the top left hand corner of the plate in both the front and near plate to protect against counterfeiting. The permanent identification number of a minimum 10 digit is laser branded into the reflective sheeting on the bottom left hand side of the registration plate with letter size is 5 millimeter. The letter size is 5 millimeter. The reflective sheeting on the bottom left hand side of the registration plate with a greater size of 5 millimeter. The HSPC is linked electronically to the vehicle after the fixture of vehicle on registration. What is the benefit of this HSRP? The prime reason why HSRP we are used is a mandatory that all the number plate are quite easy to tamper with, can misused by a car thieves. However, in the case of HSRP, the plate come on with a non-removable snap-on lock and are difficult to replace. The HSRP is a compressor detail like engine. The compresses details like engine number, chassis number in a centralized database. The data help in identifying the stolen car, and stored data along with the 10-digit PIN help identify the stolen car. Yes, the HSRP plate are only issued once the vehicle owner possesses on essential details like engine number and chassis number. HSRP is a definition that is a high security registration plate is aluminum made plate which has fixed in a vehicle on the left two reusable locks is a chromium based holograms of Ashoka chakra about 200 millimeter to 20 millimeter size applied by a hot stampering on the left hand side corner of the plate in both the front and rear plate to protect against a counterfeiting. In this have a permanent identification number is a minimum 10 digit number is laser branded into a reflective sheeting on the bottom left hand side of the registration plate with the letter size of 5 millimeter. On the reflective sheeting on the left hand side of registration, the plate has a letter size 5 millimeter. HSRP are linked electronically to the vehicle after a fixture on the vehicle on registration. What is the benefit of the HSRP? HSRP is one benefit is that is made mandatory is that all the number plate are quite easy to stamper with can be misused by thieves. Our HSRP plates come with non-removable snap-on lock are difficult to replace. This HSRP is comprise details like engine number and chassis number in a centralized database. The data help to identify the stolen car. The stored data along with the 10-digit PIN number help to identify the stolen car. And the HSRP plate are only issued once the vehicle owner possesses on essential details like engine number and chassis number. Next question, with reference to Global Center for Nuclear Energy Partnership, consider the following statement. There is 1, 2, 3 statement. Which of the statement given above are correct? That is the question. The question is about Global Center for Nuclear Energy Partnership. First statement. It is an initiative of International Atomic Energy Agency. The center of this global partnership has been set up in Haryana. It is aimed to train manpower in the field of nuclear safety, radiological safety. Which of the statement given above are correct? That is, 1 is absolutely wrong. 2 and 3 is the correct statement. So B is the correct statement option. Global Center for Nuclear Energy Partnership is an initiative of development of atomic energy of Government of India. Here's the statement in initiative of International Atomic Energy Agency is not correct. This Global Center for Nuclear Energy Partnership is an initiative of Department of Atomic Energy of Government of India. Government of India has approved the establishment of Global Center for Nuclear Energy Partnership at the village of Haryana. That is in September 2010. GCNP, that is Global Center for Nuclear Energy, is the 6th R&D Research and Development Unit under the aegis of Department of Atomic Energy. GNEP will help the capacity building and association with the interested countries and IEA and involving the technology, human resource development, education, training, and giving a momentum to R&D enlisted area. The main objectives of this center is development of enshrined nuclear safeguard, development of enhanced nuclear safeguard to effectively and efficiently monitor nuclear material and facilities. This is safeguard, enhanced nuclear safeguard to effectively and efficiently monitor nuclear material and facilities. This is for promoting the development of advanced, more proliferation resistant nuclear power reactor. Training manpower in the field of nuclear security and radiological safety. And another one, educating in the field of advanced nuclear energy system, isotopes, radiation technologies, nuclear forensic. Establishing accreditation facility for radiation monitoring. The center will house of following 5 schools to carry out the objective. That is, the center will house of the following 5 schools of carry out this objective. That is, the school name is School of Advanced Nuclear Energy